Can I tell you? You are not overthinking. You are discerning. And that uneasy feelings, it might just be God that is warning you. In a world where appearances deceive and sweet words can hide bitter intentions, you must learn to spot the danger signs early enough. Today, on BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, we are going to be talking about the red flags no single should ever ignore. Reason is because love shouldn't cost you your peace or even your destiny. Now, many heartbreaks, you must know this, many heartbreaks in marriage that you see today began with ignored red flags that were there during dating. These signs were there physically. They showed up during dating. But for one reason or the other, you decided to ignore them. Now, the purpose of dating, you must know, is not just fun. It is to gather wisdom for a lifetime commitment. And when you date without discernment, you end up setting yourself up to begin trying to repair what God could have helped you to prevent earlier on. I know someone in the right senses may ask a question and say, don't you know that there are people during courtship that you may never know who they really are? They can hide themselves during courtship. You are right to some extent, but that's not totally true. Because if you go for a business negotiation, you don't allow yourself to be fooled. All your senses are at alert to know the right from wrong, so you don't invest wrongly. The same thing applies here. You are in a business negotiation, you have to be wise enough. Now, so here are 7 major flags you should never ignore in dating. Be wise enough to notice them early enough. Number 1 is disrespect in any form. Disrespect in any form. Now, it often starts in a subtle way, like a sarcastic joke about your appearance, dismissive comments about your ideas, or even talking down to you in front of others. It begins in this manner. Don't excuse it. Remember, what you tolerate while dating today would eventually become your reality in marriage tomorrow. What do I mean to say here? The things you are seeing today during courtship, they appear to you like shadows. When marriage finally comes, they become reality before you. A partner who does not respect your voice in courtship today will eventually silence it in marriage tomorrow. You must learn this. So you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be honored. You deserve to be valued. So therefore, if someone belittles you in the name of playfulness, take it seriously. Disrespect is the seed of future emotional abuse. All those things you will see that will manifest finally later in marriage, they started showing up during courtship. When you see disrespect, take it serious, because eventually it will become emotional abuse in marriage. Number 2 sign you must not ignore is excessive secrecy. I know, you know, privacy is healthy, but for secrecy, that's a red flag. If they hide their phones, like as if it's a top secret folder, they avoid introducing you to close friends and family, or even dodge questions about their past. My dear, pause and reflect. Where there is darkness, you must know there is usually something growing that can survive in the light. A healthy relationship thrives on transparency. Therefore, if someone or when someone is proud of you and has pure intentions, they won't be able, they won't be, they won't be afraid. They won't be scared of exposures. They won't be scared. They won't be afraid of it. It's a serious concern. Number 3 sign you must watch out for is mismatched values and the visions. Mismatched values and visions. You both may laugh at the same joke or even enjoy the same hobbies, but if your core values don't align, it won't last. Beware. Ask yourself, do they share your faith? It's very important. Your vision, what about your vision for the future? Do they buy into it? Do they believe in it? Remember, chemistry may start a fire, but shared value is what keeps it burning. Don't assume they will change later. Don't enter a lifelong covenant with someone who is going the opposite direction of your destiny. Remember, you can't change any man. Marriage doesn't change any man. Marriage doesn't change any woman. In fact, marriage exposes people. Marriage opens up every hidden thing the more. Number 4 sign you must look out for is uncontrolled anger or past abuse. Watch out for this. Know it now that anger outbursts are not just bad moments. They are not just bad temporary moments. They are warning signs. A person who throws things, who screams, who blames others, or has a violent history needs healing for now, not a relationship. Beware. Don't be a scapegoat. Don't be the one to inherit this. Remember, you are not called to fix or absorb their trauma. That's not what you are going in for. You are going in for marriage. Beware. Love is patient. Love is kind and not unpredictable and frightening. And never ignore the history of physical or emotional abuse. Be wise enough. It tends to repeat itself when excused. Just give it time. Allow it time it to show up. Number 5 sign you must watch out for is pressure to compromise your faith or your body. Pressure to compromise your faith or your body. A red flag wrapped in romance, hear me, is still a red flag, no matter what they are wrapped in. If they try to convince you that sex before, if they try to convince you that courtship, or maybe not just courtship, but sleeping together, let me use a soft word. If they try to convince you that sleeping together before marriage is a proof of love, or push you to go against your convictions, that is not love. That is control. Be aware that anyone who draws you away from God is not sent by God. For godly love waits. Godly love protects. Godly love also honors boundaries. Remember, your body is a temple, not a testing ground. Number 6 sign to watch out for is avoidance of growth or responsibility. Avoid someone that avoids growth or responsibility. What do I mean here? If they are always blaming others, always making excuses for their behavior, or refusing to work on themselves, this is a bad sign. Remember, marriage requires maturity. That's why I said to you, don't just marry a potential that will later become. We all know that. Marry a pattern, which is the one you can see now. Did you get what I said? Don't just marry a potential that will manifest later. Marry a pattern, which is the one you are seeing right now. You can judge, you can conclude with the one you are seeing right now. Ask a question. Are they teachable? Do they own up to their mistakes? Remember, a partner who refuses to grow now will stagnate your future later. Number 7 sign you must watch out for is disregard for boundaries, whether emotional, whether spiritual or physical. Boundary matters. Someone who has no respect for boundaries. Now, if someone constantly oversteps, manipulates, guilt trips, or pushes you beyond what is comfortable for you, that's not love. That is domination. You should be able to respect your boundaries, your borders. Because where someone's right stops is where another man's right begins. Love listens. It is lust that pushes. A partner who cannot respect your no today will struggle to honor your dignity tomorrow. Be careful. Now, take this BlissHills moral insights. God, hear this, God never designed love to confuse. God never designed love to be confusing. When he gives peace, it is real. But when your spirit is constantly agitated, when your inner voice is constantly warning you, when you are not at peace within you and you are preparing to get married, you are in a courtship, my dear, don't silence that your spirit. Don't silence that voice. It is for the sake of keeping you in safety. It is for the reason of keeping you safe. Don't disregard that voice. Remember, you are not desperate. You are valuable. And no red flag today is worth the tears of tomorrow. Therefore, as I conclude, please, if you see any of these signs in someone you are dating, take time to pray. Take time to reflect. Take time to seek godly counsel. Very importantly. Remember, love is a beautiful journey, but only when it begins with wisdom. Now, share this with a friend. Drop a comment if this teaching truly spoke to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, where we speak truth that saves hearts and builds home. Thank you for being with us. I'll see you again in our next video. And until then, keep building love that lasts. That's the God way. God bless you.